Hey guys, it's Angie and I'm back for a very late update FlossTube video. So hi, I know it's been about a month. Lots to explain and tell you. So I guess we'll just get started. Hi, welcome to my FlossTube channel. I'm Angie. I'm gonna go ahead and start with May stats because the last time I video recorded was back in May, like halfway through, maybe even at the beginning. And you guys, I filmed another video and it was done before the end of May and I couldn't get it to download onto my computer and I couldn't figure out how to get the thing off my phone onto YouTube. And then by the time I finally figured something out, so long had passed. It was now June and other stuff had happened, so I just decided I'm gonna just get rid of that one and start over. And so here, you get this one. So May stats, it's pretty much the end of June. Next week is the end of June. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I have nothing for June stats. Well, okay, no, that's a lie because I did cross stitch yesterday, but I haven't done anything else for the rest of June. And again, explanations. So for May stats, I worked on 5 projects, and that would be Giant Harry Potter, Phantom, the cat, Royal Games, which I don't even remember if I showed you that I got the pattern for that. So if not, surprise, but I'll show you that. Middle Earth and Garden Prelude. I have one finish that I will show you in a bit, and I started 2 patterns in May, and that is Phantom Cat, and Phantom is the name of the pattern, but if I say Phantom, I don't know if, because I started it, you guys haven't seen it. Phantom is Phantom Cat, and I'll show you that, and I started Royal Games. I have a little bit of new stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, I can't remember if you saw my can't remember if I showed you my April fabric of the month and silk of the month. I think I did. So we're just going to pretend I did. And if I didn't, then I'm sure somebody will tell me and I will adjust accordingly. I have not done a whole lot cross stitch wise, but I did get a new fabric of the month and silk of the month. This is called, I think it's called Undine. That's how I would pronounce it. Maybe it's pronounced something else, but it's another 40 count even weave. And look at how pretty this is. It looks very purple on the screen, and it is purple. It's like, the dark parts are very purple and the lighter parts are more of a light blue color. So it is not, I don't know if you'd see, like on screen it looks more like it's purple and gray, but it's a purple and blue, but it's really pretty. Really, really pretty. And then I got the silks. And of course, there's a lot of silks because I'm a glutton, right? And I have a lot. Okay, so this one is called, you know what? I just happen to have a board. It's a shiny board because it's got plastic on it, but it's white. This is called, guys, I don't think this works because it's got plastic on it. It's not gonna work. All right, one of these days. Okay, so this is called Saddle. Are we gonna stop? Thank you. It's a brownish, kind of a purpley brown. I don't know, it looks very tan there, but it's more of a purpley brown. At least in this crappy lighting of mine. I've got my windows open for natural light, but it's stormy. I have my lampshade, my light bulbs are daylight light bulbs, but my lampshade is yellow. And then I have this, which has got natural light, but all of those mixed together, it just doesn't work. This one's called Latte, and I feel like that's pretty true to color. This one is called Caramel. I feel like it's a little darker in person. Cherry Wood. It's kind of pretty. Makes me want to eat cherries. And Hickory. So that was in the 10-yard Silk of the Month from Be Stitch Me. So it's like a set of 5 10-yard skeins. But I signed up for both because you could get that or 2 25 yards. And I did the 2 25 yards as well. And so the 2 25-yard ones I got, this one is Feast, which is kind of reminds me of Neapolitan ice cream a little bit. And then this one is Tree Hugger. So that's fun. I haven't used any of my silks, but now I have a small little stash of silks that hopefully I will find something that I can do with them. Also, I don't know if I showed this off the last time. I think I showed this off on the last video, the one that I didn't end up posting. But again, from Stitch and Button, I got a new project bag. I needed a patriotic one. I don't know why, I just did. Plus I really liked it. So this is the back and then the inside. And then she was super sweet and sent me another one of these. These are Ort, like little Ort books. It's got felt on the inside so that you can, if you're traveling or whatnot, you can stash your Orts here. I actually use them if I'm traveling. I put some spare needles and needle minders on one side. And that's handy, but it matches my Stranger Things bag because she knows that I'm a Stranger Things nut, which I totally am. I'm not even gonna deny it. And if you have not seen the first part of season 4 yet, I don't understand you because you're amazing. Just like I knew it would be. It was amazing. Okay. So let's start with what I've been working on. I put in a lot on, I don't even know the last time you guys saw these, so I'm probably not going to put up before pictures because you guys scatterbrained. But I put in 2,500, so 2,539 stitches on Giant Harry Potter. I'm almost, okay, I say I'm almost done. I'm not actually almost done. This has like a month or 2 worth of work left. There's back stitching that needs to happen. I still have a whole thing, and then there's still the bottom border, but it's getting there. I'm well past the midway point. I probably have, I don't know, I could look it up in Pattern Keeper and figure out where I'm at. So that's where I'm at on this one, Giant Harry Potter. I also worked very, very briefly on Middle Earth. In fact, my guess is none of you will even notice a difference, but I put 402 stitches, and I think I put those in like right in here. So I might have added 2 and added 2. So that's it. It's not a huge difference. I wanted to work more on this, but sorry, but I haven't. Stitching has not been a priority this month. All right, so Phantom. Phantom is the cat, one of the colorful cats that I picked up. This is a gift for my youngest daughter, and I need to take the top of the Q-snap off because because I want you to see this is where I'm at, and this is one of my new starts. In the pattern, this cat is a black, white, gray, and then it's got like little roses and stuff around it, and then gold. I personally, when I look at that, it makes me think of New Year's Eve. And so in places like the ear, where it was supposed to be sparkle gold, I'm using silver treasure braid so that in these places it's silver. And that's what I like better, and my daughter liked it better that way. And this is Stonehenge from Bestitch Me. I believe it's a 32 count. No, this is a 27 count. But it's in the color Stonehenge from Bestitch Me Fabrics, and I really like it, and I think this cat works so well. Basically, I pulled out all of my fabric, and then my daughter came up and I said, choose. And this is the one that was chosen. So, yep, so that's Phantom. So from now on, if I mention Phantom, this is that. Phantom got 1,148 stitches. Then I also started Royal Games, and I'm using a 32 count Vanilla Latte opal fabric from Bestitch Me. Pretty sure this is the direction it goes. The opal fabric, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's got a shimmer to it. And I liked this because if you remember, this one is like the playing cards. This is also for one of my daughters, but it's like the playing cards. So you have the queen up here and then the queen down here. And I liked the image of the queens and their colors so much. I didn't want a distracting fabric with its own, you know, gorgeous color and beauty. So we chose this opal one. We liked the shine, but we also liked that it was more of a whitish cream color. The problem is, specifically when I go to stitch the white, I have a real hard time seeing the holes in the fabric. The sparkles in the fabric reflect all the light around that I use to help me see what I'm doing, and it makes it difficult to count the stitches. So I haven't worked on it anymore because I'm trying to decide if this is the right fabric for it or if I need to change. And I'm trying to make that decision. I still think it's gonna turn out great on this fabric, so I think I just need to grin and bear it. It's just, I know from experience that if I really dislike the working on the fabric, I tend not to work on that pattern because I already know I'm going to be frustrated. And I don't want to give up on this pattern because of the fabric. So that is that. Now, I did have a finish. Oh, and I only put, what was it? 212 stitches on that. Not much. I have one finish, and I am so excited and so proud. It's not ironed, so sorry, to show you Garden Prelude. I finished her early in May. I wanted to make sure she was done for when my daughter graduated, and she was. She's not, obviously she's not framed yet. I want to take my daughter and let her, because it's a graduation present, so I want her to pick out the frame she wants, and I want her to decide if she wants a mat board around it or just in the glass. I didn't want to do the flowers or the arches on this because I felt like, sorry, the beauty is the pattern, is the woman and the violin. So here is my finished Garden Prelude, and I had so much fabric to spare. I was so worried that I started too high up and that her head would go off the fabric, and it turns out I didn't need to worry. It was perfect. Garden Prelude, because I worked so much on her, got 3,574 stitches for a finish. And that's all I worked on. That's all my projects. That's all the stuff that I did in May. And so now it's story time, because story time is the best. I'm in my pajamas, by the way, because I came home from work, which there's story time. And I'm just exhausted. So pajamas and comfort. Okay, first, I finished my semester, got a 4.0. I was pretty sure I was gonna get a 4.0, but I wasn't positive until the grades dropped. I got my 4.0, the first one I've ever gotten. I was put on the Presidential Scholars List, which is pretty cool, and apparently is something that you can put on your resumes if you're looking for a job. It makes you look really cool if you're into that sort of thing, which I kind of am now that I know I can be studious. I put in my application for the vet tech program, and then I was observing at the local vet clinic, and then I got hired on as a full-time vet assistant at the local vet clinic. So I have been doing that since the beginning of May. So pretty much the week after I finished my semester, so I think it was like the 16th or something of May, I started work, which is basically I'm just assisting the vets. I kind of rotate between being the doctor's assistant, what they call a floater, which is somebody who kind of just walks around and helps and does things for, you know, like administering vaccines or drawing blood and stuff, which I haven't learned how to draw blood yet, but I can do pretty much everything else. I can run all the tests, I can do ear cytologies, I can administer vaccines, I can, you know, listen to the heart and do all that. And then I also rotate as a receptionist, which, if I'm being honest, the receptionist part is the hardest part of this job. I don't do it very often because they're really trying to train me on the other stuff. So I've been doing that for a while. And then on Friday of this last week, I found out I was accepted into the vet tech program. So I start in the fall. And so in the fall, I will be doing vet tech studies plus working, both. It's gonna be hard. Not full-time. Hopefully I can work my schedule out with them. They're hiring a bunch of new people because we just got a new veterinarian in. So hopefully they'll have enough new people that I'll be able to cut my hours to at least half what I'm doing now. We'll see how that goes. I have to have at least 10 hours a week of work in order to stay in the vet tech program. So I have to work while I'm in the program, studying plus program. I don't know if I'll ever get a 4.0 again. Anyway, so also I ended up just getting a really bad cold. After I started working, it was like my second week of work, and I ended up with a really nasty cold that just didn't want to go away, and it took a little while, but I'm good now. But I was exhausted and just fighting it, and it was awful, and I still have a bit of a cough left over from it, but I'm all good and everything's a lot better. But when I'm sick, I didn't want to stitch. And then when I'm tired, I didn't want to stitch. So I haven't done much stitching, but I'm hoping I'll be able to find a more suitable balance. If I'm not able to, I might just put the channel on hiatus for a while, because obviously, I know I've said it a gazillion times, but this was meant for fun. It was a distraction while my husband was deployed, something that got me through my days, helped me as I was working with my kids when they were doing virtual school, all of that. This channel helped me with that. Now that everything is moving in a different direction, there is not as much time for this channel as I feel like it deserves. I'm not quitting the channel right now. I still have plenty of summer left, and it may be that this is what I use to decompress from the stress of school and work when that happens. So I'm just letting you know that videos will probably be fewer and farther between because, you know, school is important, work's important. I really want to be successful at this. It's really funny because I wasn't positive that I was making the right choice until I started working with the animals. And the first time I gave a vaccine, the rush I had, I was like, oh my gosh, I did it. You guys, the first time I expressed anal glands, I was so excited. And that's gross, right? Right? And yet it's so exciting to be able to do these things and to be able to just I can't wait. So I'm pretty sure I made the right choice. I'm going in the right direction, so it's all going to work out. But thanks for sticking around with me. Thanks for being patient while my videos are so sporadic. And hopefully I'll have more for you. I'm not going to have much on June stats. So the next video I share with you, hopefully I will have made some progress on something. But I am going to relax. Oh, and here is your public service announcement. If you have not watched Stranger Things Season 4, you need to do it. However, it's broken up into 2 parts, okay? There's 7 episodes that were released on May 27th, and then there's 2 more episodes that are being released on July 1st. It's close enough to July 1st now that if you haven't seen Season 4, I'd just wait till then and binge them all. But each of these episodes is roughly an hour and a half-ish to one of the ones on the first is going to be like 2.5 hours long. So you may not be able to do it in one sitting, which is fine if you want to spread them out. The problem is each episode is so good, it's hard not to continue on to the others. But the announcement is it's chef's kiss. It is so good. It is by far my favorite season. I really loved the first season and the third season. Second season was fine. It wasn't my favorite. Things about the second season I really liked. And things about the third season I really liked. But overall, I would watch the 4th season over and over and over again. Fantastic. They have done such a fantastic job. So I'm plugging this show because I love it so much. And I think that if you have not, or if you thought, 2 and 3 were kind of, 4 is great. But I'm gonna go now because I have a small window before I have to go to bed because I have work in the morning. And it's so cool to be able to say that. And I just found a needle in my pants, like digging into my pants, and I'm not sure where it came from. There it is. Yep. No, didn't come from there. Okay. I think it came off of my Middle Earth. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to relax. And y'all are going to go and watch Stranger Things Season 4, right? Right? So good. Okay. Thanks for sharing this time with me, and I will talk to you again hopefully soon.